Dajahao, my name is Garrick, and welcome back to Taiwan, Lao Wai. Yes, we're on the bike again. No, I'm not sorry. I want to exercise this thing. And we're gonna get quite some exercise tonight because we are once again taking a pretty extensive excursion. Tonight we are heading into Linkou District, which is a very northern district of the Taoyuan area, just about 20 kilometers north of here. It's very far removed from most other pockets of civilization in the area. I think its only major connection is like the airport MRT line, I believe. I don't know, I have not done my research. The point is, it is up very far north, very close to the North Shore, and I have never been there before. I have no idea what it's like. So why are we biking all the way up there? Well, it's me. What do you think? We found a place to eat. Yes, we found another wonderful-looking restaurant that I'm eager to try out. You know me, I love exploring food culture in Taiwan, and one of the most exciting things is that as small of an island nation as this is, you can find pretty much any international cuisine you can think of if you look hard enough. Like, yes, there's obviously Chinese and Japanese and all that stuff, but there's also Indian, there's Middle Eastern, Italian, American, there's a lot of barbecue places, Mexican, South American, even a few African. But there's one cuisine that popped into my mind the other night that not only have I not seen in Taiwan before, I don't think I have ever really tried before. And in case you can't tell from the title of the video, that is British cuisine. I have never been to a real English restaurant or a pub or anything like that. I think I've gotten fish and chips like twice in my entire life. It is a bit of a blank spot in my culinary experience, and when there are blank spots in my culinary experience, I like to fill them in. And it just so happens there are quite a few British restaurants in the Taipei area and the surrounding neighborhoods. Now, I'm not in the mood to schlep all the way into Taipei tonight, even if I got on a bus instead of a bike. So instead, we're heading up to Linkou District, which is a bit closer, and we are going to check out the Tudor Inn. From the looks of the menu, this place has everything you could want in a classic British pub. You got the steak pies, the Scotch eggs, the fish and chips, all that nonsense, as well as, funnily enough, a fairly extensive Mexican menu. Not sure how that fusion came about, but we're gonna stick to the British food tonight, I think. Now, like I said, I do not have a lot of experience, if any at all, with British food. My dad does make a pretty mean shepherd's pie and cottage pie every now and then, but I'd say that's pretty much it. So I will not be able to judge how authentic these recipes are compared to the real thing. I will just be able to judge, do they taste good? Luckily, I am a pretty good judge of that, so I think we're gonna make out all right. All right, so to get there, we do have to go on a bit of a mountain pass, but I think it's gonna be more of a flat road, you know, a stretch between the valleys, not going up the mountainside itself. At least I hope so. Google Maps did not show any extreme elevation in the path that I have chosen to take, so I am going to trust that and hope that it doesn't betray me. Essentially, we are heading towards Highway Route 105, which will take us in a northeasterly direction through the mini mountain range that separates Taoyuan from Taipei. And that will bring us out to Linkou District, which stands in between those mountains and the river that splits off Taipei from the rest of its surrounding areas. It's definitely going to be a bit of a hike. It's just about 4:30 now. I assume we are going to arrive in the vicinity of 5:30, which is when the restaurant opens. Hopefully that proves true because I am starving and I am ready to get some fresh hot chips in my belly. Does all that make sense? Good. Let's get on the road. Well, I mean, we're already on the road, but, you know, let's get on the road that we're looking for. Let's get on that road. I'm being silly. Okay, see you on the trail, partner! Jesus Christ. Okay, so apparently when Google Maps says flat road, or mostly flat, it means 100-meter incline. Yeah, geez, going up Route 105 was going up a mountain incline, and it wasn't a particularly steep one, but it was consistent the whole time I was pedaling, oof, oof, oof. Yeah, lesson learned, that is not a leisurely trip. We're taking the bus next time we get here. On the bright side, though, I tell you what, going back home on all those downslopes is going to be sublime. Anyways, yeah, welcome to Linkou District. As you can see, it is a mix of residential buildings and, shops and stuff. Much like Bada District, where I am, so this is very familiar-looking territory for me, even though I've never been here before in my life. Alright, it's just about 5:30 now. That trip took us pretty much an hour and a half on the dot, which is what I expected. And the restaurant is right around the corner, so let's give it a hop, skip, and a jump and go eat some British food. And there it is, the Tudor Inn. So it looks like it is built into a Four Seasons hotel, actually. But I'm sure they'll let me in. I doubt you need a hotel pass or a residency to eat in there. Not like in the look of those pictures, though. They seem somewhat AI generated. Well, we're gonna try to ignore that, and we're gonna focus on the food. Sure, the food's gonna be great, yeah? Oh my god, I love it here already. Like, this ambiance is insane. They've got the walls right, they've got all the decorations right. I feel transported. I've never even been to England, and I feel like I'm in England right now. That's how cozy it is. If the food is even half as good as this atmosphere, I'm going to be a very happy camper tonight. Yeah, so we got ourselves a very sizable order, I think. I'm mostly aiming for British specialties that I have never tried before. So we're getting a Scotch egg, which I've never had, but they've always looked wonderful. And we are getting a steak and kidney pie. And I have no idea how that is going to go, but I know it's a classic, and I have had awful meat before, so I don't know, it's a night for trying new things, and I came all this way, I may as well take advantage of it. I'm excited. This is gonna be great. Alright, well, can't be a pub if we don't have some drinks, so we've got ourselves some strawberry apple hard cider. Realistically, I probably should have gone for ale, but I am a pansy, so this is what we're getting. A hearty cheers to you, Governor. It's very refreshing. I think hard cider is one of my favorite alcoholic drinks. It's so flavorful that it overcomes the alcohol's natural bitterness. I'll still pack in just enough of a punch to have an impact. Extremely good call, Mia. Thank you, Mia. Oh, baby, we got some cheese. It's funny, I was expecting a bit more of like a charcuterie board with cheese and meat and crackers, but nope. It's just a nice big chunk of brie with olives and tomatoes. And because I'm feeling extra fancy, we also got some Branston pickle, which I have never had before, but I know is a bit of a classic in British pubs and such. Oh my goodness, this brie is warm. Oh, they're serving it warm. Oh, I am salivating. I love warm brie. Oh, that is heaven. The thing about brie when you bake it is it just gets so sweet and cloying. It's like eating honey cheese, which of course is a very nice contrast with the saltiness and acidity of the olives and tomatoes. But my god, this is magic happening right now. Only thing that's missing, I think, would be like a little drizzle of honey or maybe some candied nuts on top. Well, that's just nitpicking my personal preferences. This is divine. But come to think, maybe putting the Branston pickle with the cheese might be a good idea. Let's give it a try on its own first and see how that goes. Okay, that's fascinating. It's hard to say what they've done to it. I don't know my English food lore well enough, but it's got sort of a caramelized onion vibe to it. Like, whatever they've done to it, it's made it so jammy and the flavor's so concentrated. Oh, that is super goddamn salty. Jeez. Tell you what, something that salty is definitely going to go well with the brie, so let's eat them together. Perfect freaking balance there. It's warm, it's sweet, it's funky, it's salty, it's sour. That is the combination that Branston pickle was made for. You stick it with a warm, soft cheese like brie, and it makes magic happen. I do wish I had some bread or crackers, though. That's one thing I think I'm missing. Oh well, I am in no mood to complain right now. This is the start of a wonderful night. Oh, hello, the Scotch egg is here. For those of you who have never heard of Scotch eggs before, it's essentially a soft-boiled egg wrapped in a big old sausage patty and breadcrumbs and deep-fried until it's jammy inside. It is an insane-sounding concept, but I get the feeling it is going to be freaking delicious as well. Tell you what, we're gonna give these fries a shot first and see how they fare. Excuse me, chips, not fries, chips. We're in jolly old England now. We don't have French fries, we have good old chips. Not much to write home about those there. They're kind of bland, they're not the crispiest. My limited knowledge of British food makes me think that, like, British chips are a little bigger than that, like they're more beefy fries than these McDonald's-looking mofos. I know, these are not inspiring. Whatever, forget those. Let's try the Scotch egg itself. Good God, look at this nonsense. I'm gonna try to get a bit of everything in the same bite. You know what that's like? That is like the best McDonald's breakfast McMuffin you will ever have. Here is because you've got, like, the sausage, you have these soft eggs, you have the bready coating on the outside that would be like the McMuffin, you know, the bun. But all of it is just so juicy and so salty and so permeated with flavor. All that yolk is jammy. Yeah, that slaps. The Brits are onto something with that. That works. And it's shockingly not too greasy either, like, for how much fat there is in this thing. It's going down very smoothly. Right, that is one British staple confirmed as delicious as it is rumored. That's how the steak and kidney pie does. Holy moly. Okay, steak and kidney pie, here we are. Looks like we got some mashed potatoes and plenty of gravy to go with it. I assume that's traditional. I have no idea what to expect here, so we're just gonna dig right in and see what happens. I have not had mashed potatoes since coming to Taiwan, so this should be fun. Alright. Much better potato dish than those chips. It's a tad grainy, but it's mostly soft and silky. It's very creamy, and you know, it's doused in gravy, which certainly brings the flavor up a lot. Yeah, that's some good mash, matey. As for this monstrosity, oof, that outer shell was tough to cut. That looks like a piece of kidney down there. Let me see if I can scoop it up. One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. That works. That's actually really good. We've got chewier pieces of kidney and more tender pieces of steak in big chunks throughout. So each bite is sort of a birthday surprise, seeing which one you're gonna get. But they're both super delicious, very savory. The gravy, I've got them really nice and succulent. And this pastry, man, even doused in all this gravy, it is still flaky and buttery, and, you know, super stiff. It took a little effort to cut through there. Yeah, I have no complaints. This is just great. 2 thumbs up. Again, I don't know how authentic this all is, but I assume it's at least in the ballpark, and if it is, then British food kind of slaps. Yeah, I got nothing to say. This is great. I'm having a great time. That said, I still have quite a bit of food to finish, so I will see you when my stomach is full to bursting, yeah? Yeah.
1 hour later.
Oh my fucking gosh. I tell you what, 2 British pub dishes in the same meal is not for the faint of heart, or for the small of stomach. Well, at least I got a 20-kilometer bike ride to help work some of these calories off, yeah? Alright, so the total cost of that meal was 1,485 NTD. It's a little below $50 US, I think, and considering how much food I got, I think that is a very reasonable price. And yeah, I have officially learned that British food is pretty damn good. I should try more of it. Just maybe not quite so many ridiculous bike rides to get there next time. Well, it's 6:40 right now, assuming it takes about as long going back as it does getting here. We're probably gonna get back to my apartment somewhere between 8:10 and 8:20. Of course, considering we're going downhill most of the way instead of uphill, we might get there a little faster. Dare I hope we get there before 8 o'clock? Probably not. That's probably a bit too pie in the sky, but we will see. And yes, we are going to keep filming as I ride back. I have a feeling some of these mountain sights in the evening mist are going to be spectacular. And don't worry, the roads will be fairly well lit this time, so we're going to be perfectly safe. Oof, okay, I got some calories to burn. Let me schlep my way back to where I parked my bike, and I will see you once we are on the way back home. And just at 8 o'clock too, literally, the hour just turned as I was walking in the door to my apartment building. Hey, should I time that perfectly or what? Alright, that's 40 kilometers I biked today. I'm gonna consider that a smashing success. Next time I will definitely take the bus to Linko District, cause going up that uphill is a bit of a menace. Although, come to think of it, what I could do is I could take the bus going to Linko District to get up the uphill, and then I could use a rental bike to go back, like the U-Bike service, and then just enjoy that downhill the whole way. I don't know, that could be fun. Something to consider. Something definitely to consider. For now, though, I think it's time I hunker down for the night. I will absolutely have to try some of the other British restaurants in Taipei. If this was anything to go by, I am missing out. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, so much for joining me at Taiwan Laowai. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, smash the bell, share with your friends, all of that beautiful stuff. And as always, I will see you all next time. Zaijian. Bye-bye. Toodaloo. Fare thee well. Okay, my accent's getting there. It's getting back in shape. Okay. Bye, everybody. Zaijian. Bye-bye.